up here, we'll be good to go. I'm excited about tonight's dinner, and I'll be honest, John is excited about tonight's dinner too because I'm making chicken nuggets. So excited. Now I've never, well, it's been a while since I've made nuggets. And before I made them before, I'm like, I don't know, it seems really complicated, but it's really, really not. I have everything set up here. I'm gonna show you how I make them. I already have potatoes in the oven. Those are roasting, and then I'm gonna make some green beans on the side to go with them. So chicken nuggets. All right. So what I have, I already pre-made everything just because it's so much easier and it's a little less boring, I guess. So I've got about almost 2 pounds of chicken breast that's been diced up. I have 1 egg that's been whisked together. And then in this one, I have a mixture of panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, and then some basil and oregano and salt and pepper. So the recipe is down below. I kind of messed around with the numbers and stuff because the recipe that she has, it makes a ton because she freezes them, and you can freeze them. So let me go ahead and get started. I'll get these in the oven, and then we'll talk about them some more. I don't have any gloves, so I am just going to be using some tongs, which is going to make my life so much easier. So this is super easy. All you have to do with chicken nuggets is put the nuggets in like an egg mixture, kind of like this, and then you put it in the breadcrumb mixture, mix it all around, and then you place it on a baking sheet. I have sprayed it with cooking spray. That way they won't stick. This might take a hot minute. I can always get my fingers in there if I need to, but I'm going to try not to at the moment. So how is everybody doing? So if you have kids, have your kids gone back to school yet? Allison just went back yesterday, actually. She was off school for like 2 weeks, and she thoroughly enjoyed it. We had a ton of fun together doing all sorts of different things, going to museums, going to the trampoline park, going to Kings Island, celebrating Christmas, that sort of thing. As you can see, this is super easy. It's only going to take me a few minutes to get these all coated and then in the oven. I'll give you a close-up here in a second once I get all of them finished. Now I only used 1 egg. I think the recipe said 2, but she used like 4 or 5 chicken breasts, and I'm only using 2, which is about 2-ish pounds. So I didn't need all that much. It's just the 3 of us, and I did not plan on freezing these. So we'll be enjoying them for dinner and then lunch tomorrow as well. And I am using panko breadcrumbs. You can use either panko or regular breadcrumbs. I had to buy panko crumbs for another recipe earlier in the week, and I was not going to use the entire package or the entire container. So I said, you know, let me find something that also uses the panko crumbs. And I remembered, yes, I can make chicken nuggets using almost the exact same recipe that I did for this Parmesan chicken that I made earlier in the week. We have a ton of friends watching. Looks like everybody is excited to learn how to make chicken nuggets. Seriously, it's really easy. And they're going to be super delicious. I think actually I've made this before. It's been quite a while. But if I remember correctly, I think I made some sort of a Chick-fil-A sauce to go with this. I don't know that I'm going to do that again this time, but I'm really kind of wanting some hot sauce, so I might put a whole bunch of hot sauce on the side for these. So I don't make them very often, because as you can see, it's a little bit time consuming. But once they're done, once they're in the oven and all finished, it is delicious. I might have a little bit of extra breadcrumbs left over. I'll just have to pour them on the top here. We'll be done eventually, I promise. Now, different side items for chicken nuggets. I mean, you can do French fries. Fries are awesome. I actually have potatoes in the oven right now. I didn't cut them into fries, I just kind of cut them into little chunks. And it was just much easier that way. And plus they cook a little bit faster, I think. So I've got this one more batch here. Okay, maybe I don't have a whole lot of breadcrumbs left. That's all right. It should be enough for all of these. Oh gosh. All right, so I see severe winter storms. You're in Alaska, right? So yes, I can definitely see that. It is actually, well, it's not snowing anymore right now, but we had a little bit of flurries. This morning when we went outside to wait for Allison's bus, it was like 19 degrees, but the wind chill was 5. Oh my goodness. It was so cold. So I had to teach Pio this morning. So I was wearing my yoga pants and everything. I had to put on a pair of jeans over those yoga pants because it was so cold out there. And even with everything on, my extra jacket and everything, it's just freezing. I don't do too well with the cold weather. Like I stopped running for the winter time just because I hate the cold weather. I can't stand running in the cold like that. I'll run in like 30-ish, maybe in the 40-degree weather. But anything lower than like 35, it is a no thank you for me. I probably could have used more breadcrumbs in this, but it'll be okay. Let me take some of these off, and then we'll just pour the rest on top. I'll show you what they look like before I put them in. And then we'll be good to go. All right, awesome. Let me pour the rest of it on here, and then I'll show you real quick. These are gonna be amazing. I can already smell the Parmesan cheese. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so here is somewhat of a close-up of what they look like. So as you can see, it's got the chicken, the egg, and then the panko mixture on here. Super easy. The cookie sheet is sprayed with cooking powder. We're gonna stick this in the oven for, I believe, like 15 to 20 minutes. We'll put that in there. Let me set my timer. And then that's good to go. Let me move these out of the way. All right, awesome. So now I am going to be making some green beans sauteed in some butter. Awesome. So let me turn on the pan, and this is super easy, by the way. I just have a bag of frozen green beans. I'm gonna saute some butter in there, putting the green beans in, and then just adding some salt and pepper, and letting it cook there for a few minutes. Let me go grab a plate for them. All right, so then that's going. We'll let the butter melt for a minute. I see snow day, snow, fleece-lined leggings. I should probably go look for some. You know, I went to Plato's Closet last week, and Plato's Closet is it's a store that sells like used clothing for, well, I was gonna say women, but no, sell it for men too. And I went there because they were having a sale, like 90% off of their clearance. So I got some jeans for like less than $1 each. I got some leggings for $1. I should have looked for some fleece-lined ones while I was there. The problem is I couldn't find anything that fit. It was crazy. Over negative 30 degrees Celsius. Oh gosh, before the wind chill, yes. All right. So, how many of you have actually made your own homemade nuggets? Is it pretty similar to what I'm doing right now? And what is your favorite dipping sauce? So I used to work at McDonald's, and I would definitely go for the buffalo sauce. Like I was working there when those chicken strips came out, and that's when they introduced the ranch and the buffalo sauce. And I was like all over the buffalo sauce, and in fact, because I worked there, I was allowed to buy like some of their bulk items. So I bought a box of the buffalo sauce packets, and I took it home with me and definitely enjoyed some of that buffalo sauce with basically everything. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, their buffalo sauce is amazing. I was a huge fan of their hot mustard as well. All right, that'll go in there. Let that cook for, I don't know, a few minutes maybe. I see some snowflakes dropping again. I am not looking forward to that very much at all. Frying nuggets, never baked. Yeah, you can definitely fry them too. You could probably even do this in the air fryer, which I could have, but it is cold in here right now and I'm trying to heat up the house. So the oven for me right now is a good, excellent idea. So this will probably take a few minutes to heat up. It says I've only got like 2 minutes left on the potatoes, which might be accurate. I put them in for 30 minutes because I preheated the oven to 350. Usually I roast my potatoes at 400, but because the nuggets were cooking at 350, I wanted to put the potatoes in for just a little bit longer. So, nuggets, different side items. I was talking about that earlier. I got distracted. So definitely French fries or potatoes. Sweet potato fries are excellent. Any kind of salad, side salad. Usually I just make some frozen vegetables because it's just easy that way. You know, I did at Mr. Max a couple of weeks ago. I bought these plant-based buffalo bites or something. I was gonna try them out today. I just didn't feel like getting them out, I guess, so I'll have to try them another time and see how they are. Man, yeah, last week, it was crazy. The weather was really good, actually. It was like in the 40s and 50s. We went like everywhere. We went everywhere last week. So on Monday, we went to the Cincinnati Museum, and we spent like 4.5 hours there. And then Wednesday night, we went to Kings Island, and that was amazing, yet cold. And then on Thursday, the next day, we went down to Cosi, which is in Columbus. Let's see. All right, yeah, the potatoes are done. They'll just sit there for a little bit, it's okay. We spent like over 6 hours at Cosi. It is a huge museum for mostly kids, but there's so many different science activities they can do. It was amazing, and she did not want to leave. I see barbecue sauce is a favorite. Chick-fil-A sauce, yes, that is amazing. They actually just built a Chick-fil-A like less than 5 minutes from my house, and the closest one before that was like 15 to 20 minutes away. So yeah, it is kind of dangerous having one of those around. It is very easy to just go and, you know, grab something. But it's also right in front of a Panera. I've got a Panera right in front of me, and then there's a Starbucks down the street, so have to use a lot of self-control there. Oh man, all right, California, it is 72 degrees, 19 degrees, 66. I'll be honest, I'm a little jealous. What was it, 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, we went to Florida for Christmas, and on Christmas Eve, I got to run on the beach, and it was like 60 degrees. It was amazing. So besides, let's see, frozen veggies, you can even roast some more vegetables too for side items. Air fryer is amazing. I made broccoli in my air fryer one time. I think I made some sweet potato fries in the air fryer as well. So I mentioned a minute ago that these nuggets can be frozen. So you have to cook them first before you freeze them. But I think what you do is put it on a cookie sheet with parchment paper. Lay them directly in the freezer, all separated after you cook them. And then once they're frozen, you can put them like in a gallon-sized freezer bag. Then you can take out however many you want. You can either like reheat them in the oven or toaster oven, whatever you have available. And they taste really good frozen apparently. All right. These are almost done. We've got like less than 8 minutes on the chicken nuggets. What is everybody having for dinner tonight? I just finished up making my menu for next week. Is anybody doing a Daniel fast this month? This seems to be like really popular in January, and my church is doing a 1-week Daniel fast next week. So a Daniel fast is typically it's a 3-week fast that is a mainly vegan diet, minus like sugar, caffeine, that sort of thing. So you're mostly eating a vegan diet. And our church decided to do it for 1 week next week, so we'll be doing that. So I've got a ton of vegan recipes, mostly like rice and beans and salads and stuff. So it'll be really good. I'm actually heading to Dollar Tree tonight because I'm going to pick up a bunch of bags of dried beans and lentils. I was going to get rice, but I looked in the pantry and I still have a huge 2-pound bag from like a few weeks ago. So I think we're good there. Alright. So yeah, a lot of next week. I think I'm making like a black bean chili and lentil burrito bowls. I'm making chickpea curry. I'm making some sort of a chickpea salad or something like that. So yeah, should be pretty good. Got about 6 minutes left on the nuggets. The potatoes are all done. And with the potatoes, I put in some olive oil. I mixed it up with olive oil and then just some salt and pepper. I actually like to use Dijon mustard, kind of as a dipping sauce as well. We're huge into the Dijon. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me get out my new sauce that I got. Let's see if I can do this without messing up my phone. Let's see. There it is. Alright, I got this at Jungle Gyms like a month or so ago. This is the Engelhofer Spicy Curry Mustard. This stuff right here is amazing. And if you see it at your store, definitely get it. It's kind of spicy, but if you like spicy, it's good. It's not horribly spicy, but it's just enough to kind of give you a little kick. I'm going to turn down the green beans some. Am I making any of those next week live? Yeah, the chickpea curry, actually. I'll be making that live, and that's really easy. That is just like, it's going to be chickpeas, coconut milk, carrots, probably whatever vegetables I have laying around. I know I've got some broccoli and green beans in the freezer, so I'll probably like add a bunch of those to it maybe. And I think I've got diced tomatoes in there too, I'm not sure. And then I'll be making rice to go with it. Chili, meatloaf, sloppy joes, potato and leek soup. That sounds awesome. We have a lot of friends watching. Okay, so 4 minutes left on the chicken nuggets. They'll be done really soon. The potatoes are done. The green beans are done. So this plate here is what I call like a balanced plate. So you've got half of your plate of vegetables. This little thing of green beans right here, I'm actually going to split it up into 2. So I'll have half, John will have the other half, Allison will have some. And so that'll be half the plate. And then I will make a quarter of my plate a carb, which is the potatoes. And then the other quarter of the plate will be a protein, which is the chicken. There's a little bit of carbs too in the chicken just due to the panko breadcrumbs, but that is not a huge deal. So, speaking of protein, we have had a lot of success with the ladies who have joined my experiment program with their sugar cravings. So we've been experimenting with eating more protein throughout the day in order to reduce sugar cravings, and they have been killing it. I have been so proud of seeing like, hey, I added an egg to my breakfast and I feel more full throughout the day. I didn't want this for an afternoon snack. I decided that no, I didn't really want a cupcake. It has been awesome. So yeah, let me go ahead and turn these off now. 3-ish minutes, I think. Okay, yes. It is just about done. Alright. Alright, lots of spicy stuff. Yes. Yeah. So, where was I? Oh gosh. We went to Kings Island last week. Alright. And for their Winterfest, they have special food items. And they had a mac and cheese bar. So think of it like Chipotle, where you get to choose all your toppings, but it's macaroni and cheese. So I go up there and they have like a few different sauces. They have like a beer cheese sauce or something. And then they had a 5-alarm cheese sauce. And I looked at that, it was like all nice and reddish. I said, I want that 5-alarm cheese sauce. And the lady looked at me and she's like, that is really, really spicy. And I said, you know what? I like spicy. So like they loaded it on for me. I got like chicken and spinach and broccoli on there too. I think some onions. So we go and sit down and I start eating, and it wasn't too bad at first. Like I could tell it was spicy, but the more I ate, the more my mouth was on fire. It was horrible. Like I like spicy, but I think that was a little too spicy for me. If I ever get it again next time, I might get like half and half of the sauces because that was just a little bit too much. The mac and cheese bar sounds like heaven. Oh my gosh, girl, you will not believe all the stuff that was there. I can't remember all of it because there was so much, but you could pick a protein like chicken. There may have been like pulled pork or something on it too. But then they have like a huge other area of toppings. It's like unlimited toppings. Lots of different cheeses and lots of vegetables like spinach, broccoli, lots of other stuff. I can't remember, honestly. Like I was so focused on my food, I didn't really pay attention to all the other stuff. Oh gosh. Roast potatoes and carrots, that sounds amazing too. And that is also a good example of having a balanced plate because you have your protein, your carbs, and your vegetables. So there is less than a minute left on the chicken nuggets. They should be done after that. So let me go ahead and get some of this on the plate already. And then we'll be good to go. I'm excited. These nuggets are smelling amazing right now.
Yes, they are.
And then we got our green beans that were sauteed in butter and salt and pepper. And then the nuggets will be done in a second. Maybe. All right. Let me move that a little bit. And then we'll get the chicken nuggets out. Everybody's saying hi, John. All right, let's get these out and take a look at them. I might need to break into them real quick to see if they're finished, which I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, that is coming out nice and clear. Let me look at a couple of the other ones just to see. All right, yeah, we are good to go. We've got chicken nuggets. Now, I told Allison I was making chicken nuggets for dinner, and she's like, the only chicken nuggets that I like are the ones from McDonald's. Thank you. All right, so anyway, let me grab some of these. I will show them off. Those green beans out, they're kind of hot. All right. So I have a bunch of different sauces in the fridge. I showed you that curry mustard. Yes. Let's see. All right. Yes, yes. For me, what time is it? It is 5:08 p.m. over here in Ohio. All right, so I've got our chicken nuggets. As you can see, they browned pretty well. I probably could have flipped them halfway through. That way, like, both sides were brown, but they're okay. They smell amazing. I've got the green beans. I've got the potatoes. We're going to go enjoy these. And then I got to run to Dollar Tree. So, thank you all. Like I said, the recipe is down in the description. So, check that out when you have time. Enjoy your evening, everybody. I will see you later.